What films have you missed? Just wandering round the halls, come sit on my couch and I'll cure your blue movie balls, cause everybody's got a movie blind spot.
Hello everyone and welcome to Movie Blind Spot. I'm your host Brandon and today I'm talking about the film Stay Tuned. Released in 1992, this film found its audience on cable movie networks like HBO and Showtime. This movie used to be on all the time. So, I watched it all the time. And like a lot of the movies I talk about on this channel, it's because I love them and I want to proselytize them to the world. So this is a video about that and one of those films. And that film is called Stay Tuned. If you can't already tell from the intro, I'm kind of gushing about this movie. I really love it. It's another one of those movies on my list of films that are almost perfect to me. It isn't quite perfect like a Tremors or a Goodfellas or something, but it's goddamn close for me. The film is a reminder that keeping it simple and making sure every scene has purpose can make a film feel special, even if it is some random 90s film you've never heard of. The soundtrack is super early 90s and includes... includes a salt and pepper song that is actually part of the film.
You got to start me up. Start me up.
The main theme of the film is wonderful. The composer of this film is Bruce Broughton, who made music for The Monster Squad. He was actually nominated for the Best Original Score for Lawrence Kasdan's Silverado. He is even somewhat responsible for that super sad ending music from the Harry and the Hendersons movie, you know? The one that everybody cries at when the movie's over, right? Like, because if they didn't, they wouldn't have a heart, right? Because if you saw Harry and the Hendersons and you were watching the last part of it, man. I mean, that's... Why? Why, Harry? Why can't you stay with us? I have to go away for a minute.
My mom was a big deal advertising executive with a vitamin company. My dad had this real suck job selling plumbing supplies. I heard them arguing one night, and she said he was suffering from something called a midlife...
Okay, so we've spent some time establishing our characters and getting over that Harry and the Henderson moment. So we could do without the narration here, right? Because I think the visuals actually tell the story just fine. We can see that Roy is pathetic and his wife resents him, and his kids resent him, and we resent him. But enough about the opening.
Let's just get to the blowjobs.
So, I assume because of the ad revenue, Satan and his TV producers in hell have begun taking souls in exchange for badass TV setups.
Unlimited entertainment snatched from the ether and slammed into your brand new 44-inch, 900-line resolution, 3-way expanded matrix Dolby stereo TV right here, Roy.
Just sign on the dotted line and don't ask any questions. With the first act out of the way and almost perfect script timing, Roy and Helen are turned into 2D versions of themselves and sucked into the satellite dish on their way to Hellvision.
Fasten your seatbelts, folks. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
They'll have to survive Hell's version of television for 24 hours, and if they do, they'll be allowed to return home. They'll have to survive a series of parody television shows that all have one goal: getting the Nables killed. The standout parody here is obviously the Chuck Jones animated scene. It perfectly rides the line between parody and reality. Your mileage with others may vary, but I particularly enjoy the wrestling scene and everything leading up to the conclusion of the film. The salt and pepper music video at the end is definitely one of the best parts of the movie. I've had that song stuck in my head for like 30 years, and now it's time for me to get it stuck in your head. So here we go.
Come down. The S to the A L T. Come down. The love to the B U G. Come down. The S to the D A Come down. S T double E V E in the B. Start me up. You got to start me up. Start me up. You got to start me up.
I think John Ritter is great in the film. He's a very natural feeling actor and roles like this fit him very well. He pulls off charming and pathetic all at the same time.
Look, I've watched enough wrestling to know one thing. It's all fake. No one ever gets it.
Not fake. It's not fake. Run for your life, Helen.
He plays the character aloof, and with Pam Dauber playing the frantic yet focused role, they work really well together. The kid actors are fine, but the standout, like many of the films he is in, is Jeffrey Jones. It is just another one of his memorable villain roles from the 80s. The thing I'd have to say that makes this film stand out for me more than the nostalgia surrounding the film is its adherence to knocking down what it sets up, and it doesn't waste my time. All of the little things the film sets up in the beginning pay off in the end, which really isn't that much to ask for, but this movie knocks all that right out of the park. And this is why I hyperbolically stated in the beginning of this video, this film is close to perfect for me. But don't let me tell you what to think. Go watch the movie for yourselves and tell me what you thought in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Start me up. You gotta start me up. Start me up. You gotta start me up. Start me up. You got to start me up. Start me up. You got to start me up. Start me up. You got to start me up. Start me up. You got to start me up.